What is up, design family, and welcome back to another episode of Fit Design TV. As always, so glad to have you lovely folks back on the channel. On today's episode, we will be looking at how you as a fashion brand, as a sportswear brand, should go about selecting colors for your upcoming collections. There's so many colors out there, and with so many different options to choose, where do you start? Well, on this episode, I will run you through not only color theory, how to understand colors, how to understand analogous colors, complementary colors, but also how to look at your specific brand, how to see which area of the industry you're in, and how to select a color palette that matches the look and feel and the section of the industry you're in. And then lastly, we'll look at your customers. What types of customers are you working with? What is their skin tone? What is their skin type? What colors would work best with your customers so that you can get them feeling their best and looking their best in your designs. Welcome to Fit Design TV. Are you interested in sports fashion, design, and manufacturing? Are you establishing your own brand? You're looking good. Anthony, how are we doing? Do you want to? Thank you. Well, you've come to the right place. Lights, camera, action. Let us start off with basic color theory. All of the colors that you see, even the ones that I'm wearing, are a combination of red, blue, and yellow. These are the core building blocks for any color that you can conceive and that you want to achieve. If you look at the color wheel, you have red, blue, and yellow on opposite sides of the spectrum. And colors that are besides either of these three core colors are considered your analogous colors. When you combine your red with an analogous color, something like a purple, you're going to get a very neutral or very harmonious color combination. You're going to get something that is very easy on the eyes. But colors that are on the opposite side of the spectrum to your core colors are considered complementary colors. These are things like your green and your yellow. Something like that is going to create a stark contrast. Something that is very, very visually appealing in certain regards, but it might be too extreme for specific brands. If your idea is to go for a neutral, easy on the eyes brand, then perhaps analogous colors are going to be what you want to go for. If you want something with a lot more boldness, dynamicism, something that's going to be striking, then you're going to want to look at complementary color combinations. Next up, you must not only consider color theory, but you also have to look at how customers are going to perceive and understand the colors that you select for your brand. Let's give you two very specific examples. Let's just say you are a very eco-friendly, eco-conscious brand, and your idea and the heart of your brand messaging is to take care of the environment, to use eco-friendly materials, to have manufacturing methods that are not too difficult on the environment. Then perhaps selecting a color palette that is more in line with this core ideology and this core messaging is going to resonate better with your target customers. So here you may go for greens, for pastel colors, colors that are easy on the eyes, colors that have a natural look and feel to them, that are not too bold, that are not too vibrant. On the other side, if you're going for more of a yogic or spiritual sort of brand where it's all about being in touch with the elements, with earth, then perhaps going for clays, for nudes, for neutrals, colors that are more warm, colors that are more in line with that ideology is going to work better. On the third side, if you're going for a brand that is about performance, aesthetics, functionality, it's very aggressive, then perhaps your complementary color combinations, your bolds, your vibrants, your pops, are going to be much more effective at getting that message across to your customers. Be specific with selecting color palettes that match your brand ideology, that push your brand aesthetic further. Next up, you have to consider who's going to be buying from you. The way that your garments are going to look on your customers is going to ultimately come down to their specific skin tone. When selecting customers and when actually understanding how your garments are going to interact with your customers, look at your customer's skin tone. If you're a brand from Scandinavia and most of your customers are going to have fair and pale skin tones, most likely very neutral or pastel or very washed out colors are not going to complement their skin tone that well, because it's just going to completely be washed out by their color of skin tone. Instead, you'll want to go for more bold, more vibrant colors, colors that are going to create a stronger contrast. On the flip side, if your customers tend to be from Mediterranean countries where they have more of an olive or a tan skin, then going for colors that are similar in nature, that your yellows, your nudes, those also may blend in with the skin tone a little bit too much, and that lack of contrast or that washed out effect may end up working against you. Also, if you tend to operate or you tend to sell to more dark skinned countries or countries with those with a darker skin, then perhaps colors that are too dark in effect may also have negative or that washed out effect that you don't want. Make sure that your palette has enough variety in there, enough versatility to be able to appeal to a wider range of skin tones if you tend to be more of a cosmopolitan or more of a global appealing brand. This is going to give you the best possible opportunity to be able to provide and offer something for everyone that may come your way. Last but not least, it's going to come down to how you wish to perceive and to portray yourself as a fashion brand. Which type of industry are you in? Are you in the activewear industry, in the sportswear industry? Are you in the hiking space? Are you more in the luxury activewear industry? Identify clearly what your niche target is and ultimately how your colors are going to interact and to engage your customers. I'll give you guys a very clear example. Let's just say I'm creating a luxury activewear brand, and my brand is appealing to women between the ages of 20 and 35. The specific types of palettes that I might choose are going to be vastly different from that of a brand that's meant to appeal to a much more mature crowd. I might go for colors that are more bold, more regal, more vibrant, more poppy. They may have a little bit more contrast in them, versus if I'm going for more of a mature look, then I might want to tone that down a little bit. At the same time, if I'm going for a more bombshell aesthetic, I might trend towards the cyans, the teals, the fuchsias, the hot pinks, the colors that are going to attract. They're going to be very bold, very vibrant, very in your face. Versus if I'm going for a more neutral and calming brand, something that is yogic or something that is more based in your spirituality, then obviously with that specific brand, I will want to go and portray myself with colors that are more earthy, a neutral or calming effect. Instead of going for a bold purple, I'll go for a calm and soothing lavender. So you can still select similar shades or similar colors, but you'll have to alter the shade to make better sense for your specific industry. Well guys, that is it. That is a wrap on this episode. By the end of this episode, you should have a much better understanding of what color theory is, how we implement it in day-to-day designs for fashion brands, for activewear brands, and ultimately how to consider a wide range of skin types, if you have fair skin, if you have tan skin, and if you have dark skin, so that you can give your customers the best wearing experience time and time again. If you guys enjoyed this quick episode, please consider smashing a massive thumbs up. It really does help us out. It keeps us motivated to keep pumping out this content for you. Also, if you guys are fashion brands and you're looking to scale to the next level, or you're just getting started and you're wondering, how do I come up with my brand name? How do I create a brand that can stand apart from the rest? How do I design products that are aligned with my core unique vision? Well, check the link in the description if you'd like to book a one-on-one consultation call with me. I offer limited slots every single week and I'd love to hop on a call with you guys. So from the very bottom of my heart, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Fit Design TV. Until next week's episode, stay awesome.